Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel, Beyond the Birch. My name is Jim. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and join me on any and all of my adventures that involve kayaking, backpacking, fishing, and anything outdoors that I can get my fingers in that my time will allow. Thank you so much for joining. I just left the parking area. I'm kind of in a bit of a hurry. Across the street, now I come over to Pine Bridge State Forest Campground. At this little campground, it's completely empty. They got water pump, your pay station off at the distance, vaulted toilet. They do have some storage containers for trash. I am running a little behind, so I'm going to kind of go a little fast here. It's already 3 o'clock and I want to hurry up and get to a campsite. I have been kind of lollygagging today, so I want to make sure I get to where I need to be in a timely manner. My goal is to reach not this campground but the next campground. It'll probably be dark by the time I arrive, but I did stop and get some extra batteries. But here's a quick panorama, whatever you want. But here's a quick view of the campground itself that I initially pulled into. But anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and start our journey. Alright, shortly into my trip, I'm coming up to a split in the trail. I'll show you what I got planned here. Currently marker number 2. Marker 2. Looks like I'm gonna head to the 1/4 mile loop, which is down that way. and then make it here. And then my goal is to make it here tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna finish up. I'll finish up the rest of this bad boy. Just want to kind of, yeah, I got here late today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm slacking. I didn't feel the motivation. I really did kind of, to be truthful with you, force myself to get up out of bed and get out here. For those of you who don't know, kind of a parent full-time, wife and kids, and I have school full-time, and I work a full-time job. But today, kind of playing hooky today and tomorrow. I got to get out just for my mental health. Not upset with anyone. I think people are pretty amazing. Just, I got to get out and do something I really enjoy, other than constantly work all the time. And I can get it one of two ways: either harassing my kids, playing board games, or coming out here. And I played some board games with my son last night. Bought this new backpacking mountain adventure board game that was very, very cool, that I did enjoy oh so much. It is a fun game, very easy to learn too. Been playing that with him. And then what was the other game he told me about? It was like Flip Uno, I think it's called. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it in the video somewhere. I recommend it. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Definitely lots of plot twists. Whoa, this is cool. I want to throw out a side note for everybody. I get a lot of people that tend to kind of make fun of me, to be truthful with you, pick on me a little bit for spending so much money on this, but I did get a huge deal. It's an $800 device. I'll share a link. I bought it at REI. I'm gonna kind of give you a quick detail on how I bought this, because I think that having either this or the Mini is really important. I don't care if you're on a simple one-day hike or out hunting or whatever it is you're doing. Make sure that you've got some way to find out where you're going. The battery on this does last like 5 days continuously if I have the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi turned off. It's no joke. It does have a huge learning curve with it, but it's well worth it. And then on the side, it's obviously, I'm not gonna open it up, but you can see that it has its little SOS button attached to it. Nice little carabiner clip and an accessible belt clip, if you can see that. Carabiner, belt clip. It is, don't quote me on this because I can't remember. It's either water resistant or waterproof, but I recommend getting something of the sort. But anyways, to carry on our conversation that we were having about my Garmin down here on my waist, is that how I bought it. Oh man, it's starting to rain. Of course, I take my jacket off because I'm getting a little warm. And what's it do? Start sprinkling. So, time to put rain gear back on and then carry on this conversation. But anyways, back to my original conversation. It is like $800-900 for this thing, for the Garmin 67i. I got it, excuse me, there's a cool river down there. I got it on sale for, I got it for $200, brand new, when it first released. How I did that is I signed up for REI's credit card, $100 discount, and then I had roughly, I'm trying to guess here, it's been so long, right around $300 plus dollars in what do they call them, customer rewards. And then they had their bi-yearly blowout sale is what I'm going to call it. It was 40% off the $100 coupon, $300 off ish. It's like two to 400, I'm going to say, because I really don't remember, it's been so long. So that did help. So the end price was right around the $200 mark, maybe give or take a few pennies, but it was great. This is really cool. I do finally think I made it to the visitor center. I don't know what I'll stop and do there, but I'm gonna check it out, see what's there, and then move about my day. I can see it coming up ahead right now. All right, I think that I'm getting ready to come up to my campsite, or a campsite, wherever. I don't know exactly where I'm at, but let's look out here. Let's see where we're going. Now, this place is cool. I just made it to, I think, Pigeon River campground. think I see a building up ahead. I'm gonna see what that is. Try and find a way to pay. All right, so I'm looking at the board here, and there's a book I bought. I do believe his name is by Jim Ferguson. I think it's Michigan Backpacking. Don't quote me on that. But in the book, and I hear online, it says $15 a night for these state campground campsites. It's not the case. It's $20 per night to stay at one of these bad boys. I would disperse camp because I heard that disperse camping is free out here, but this campground is empty. I'm the only one here. It is Wednesday, so I like being out during the week. This is nice. I got the whole place to myself, and I did see a spot just down that way that has a lot of wood, so I'm gonna take that one and then probably campsite hop, seeing as how it's empty, and snag up some other wood and go from there. These are supposed to help keep my legs dry and keep the mud and the dirt off, but I doubt it. It's my first time using them, so let's see what happens. Not too bad. Legs got a little wet, but I think that's mostly from like condensation, because these are moisture wicking boots. They're waterproof, but they are moisture wicking. I do like boots over shoes.
Don't judge. It's my first time ever using one of these, so I'm gonna try it. This is fat wood I made at home. Just dried out wood from a tree I downed. So, it's officially 7:30 at night. I am bored out of my mind. I tried to get a fire going. Wood's too wet, just wouldn't burn, not even the twigs. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Gave up on that. I had it going for a little while, but then, I just gave up. So, I don't really have anything to do. I had a nice supper. I made me a nice big, I fried me a steak, and I did some asparagus, and I was hoping to get a fire going so I could do a baked potato in tinfoil, but that didn't work. So I boiled it and went from there. But it got super dark, like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I've been kind of doing everything I can to stay busy, reorganize my gear. I didn't bring a whole lot with me this time, but more food than anything. Parked alongside a nice river. Beautiful little thing. It's too bad, from my understanding, you can't fish it, so that was sad. But I think what I'll do in the morning, I'll have breakfast. I'm just going to try and go to bed. I don't know what else to do because I'm bored out of my mind. I really should have brought a book or a puzzle or something. Normally, I don't do these trips too often by myself. I usually have somebody with me to keep me company, but not this time. Just me, myself, and myself to keep me company, but I think I'm going to slide in my sleeping bag and call it a night. Probably wake up about 4 in the morning and just hike out and head home and go bug my kids. I think that's what I'm going to do. That'll make for a great day. That'll make me happy. That'll make me content. See ya. Well, good morning, everybody. I think it's right around 7:30 a.m. I have a question for you guys, seeing as how I'm kind of struggling with this issue. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but let's bring you over here. And can you see that? I am struggling with condensation inside my tent. Last night it was really cold, but probably like 30 to 50, but nothing I couldn't handle. The inside of my sleeping bag stayed dry, but the outside got wet. I don't know if it's because of my body, but this thing's a Nemo. What kind of tent is this? I don't even know. Like a Nemo dagger? No, it's a Nemo. So it's pretty venty. So I'm like, I don't understand why it's doing this. Kind of got the outer layer of my sleeping bag wet. But maybe you guys can provide some context into why it's doing this, because like, I don't like having a wet sleeping bag. Or maybe it's not wet. Maybe it just feels cold, but yeah, it's a little wet. But like everything on the inside is like dry. I do use a liner when I sleep, which was actually really nice. I even tried this bad boy here. It's supposed to be an outer waterproof shell that's breathable, and the inside's dry, the outside's dry, but I don't understand why this is getting moist or damp, whatever you want to call it, in case you don't like that word. But like, yeah, see, you see it? Damp. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm a little piggy when it comes to my sleep system, though. I gotta be 100% dry, or else I'm not gonna be happy with it. Maybe you guys can leave some comments and down below and help me figure out why. But I think for right now, I'm gonna get breakfast around. It's time for that, and then I'm gonna hit the trail and get out of here. I want to try and be back before my kids get home from school, and then be on our way. Well, it's official. I've got frost on my tent. It is frozen. Breakfast today is some, not the coffee. I don't feel like that this morning. Flatbread. I'll make some fry bread this morning, and then got some honey and some butter in there, mixed around.
little green onions, and some eggs. All right. I've lost it in my, there it is. This ain't nothing special. It's just bread and honey butter. So with everything in the U.S. going on, this ain't nothing special. It's just bread and honey butter. And there's like a swarm of blue jays out here. One of them's already dive bombed me. They're trying to get my bread. But basically, you can put yeast in it. I felt it was too cold outside to even do that, so I just did bread and flour. I did it the old school way, a little bit of water. I think it's like for every cup of flour, it's 1/3 cup of water. Just throw it in there until it's slightly doughy. You pat it out, throw it in a pan, fry it. Put some butter on it, call it good. It's good stuff. All right, so camp's all packed up, ready to go. We are going to continue our journey. It is freaking cold this morning. All right, so right now I am right there. We are right there, and go up to number 10. I'm gonna go all the way around because I really want to see Grass Lake, just to check it out. I know I don't know if it's I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard we're not allowed to fish those lakes because they're doing some sort of a weird ecological research study. Sorry, it's super cold out here this morning, so like my face is kind of, I forgot my gloves and I forgot my mask, so it's a little hard to talk. My glasses keep fogging up and blind, but I'm still having a good day. Don't want you to think that it's a Debbie Downer moment, because it's not. So I'm gonna keep trucking through this path and see what I can find, and we'll go from there. Yeah, let's have some fun. I'm gonna be honest, wholeheartedly straightforward with you. I think I really like this trail. Not even gonna lie. Yesterday I just wasn't feeling it, but I'm glad I forced myself to come out here. The wildlife is all over the place. I really wish that sometimes I had my camera out and running, but oh well, what do you do? Stuff happens. But I saw a big crane come up out of the river off to my right, just down here. It's been running the whole path, and I don't know, there was a pack of blue jays. Do you call them a pack, or is it a flock? I don't know. I'm gonna call it a pack because I felt threatened by the blue jays at camp. I was trying to make some flatbread, and all of a sudden there's like 6 of these dudes up in the tree watching me, and I turn around, they're looking at me, I'm looking at them. It was like a showdown between human and bird. And then here about 10 minutes ago, I ran into, I thought somebody was out poaching, but apparently it wasn't. It sounded like a quad trying to start up. I wasn't getting no gas, but it was a flock of birds, or maybe, I don't think it was turkeys, because they're pretty loud. Maybe pheasants, because I think all the geese are gone for the year that I'm aware of. I'd be surprised if they're still around. It's pretty cold, but beautiful trail. All right, I've come into a little okie dokie, or what's Ned Flanders say off The Simpsons here? I'm aging myself. I don't even know if Simpsons is still a thing anymore. Oakley dokley. Whatever. Let me nerd. Don't judge. I made it to the split in the trail between 11 and 10 mile. Just for time's sake, I'm gonna have to take 10 mile. Get back home and harass my children, but dude, this is cool. This is really cool being out here. Well, hello again. So I got to Grass Lake Overlook. I don't have my glasses on, so let's move a little closer. Yeah, right there should be. I didn't know this would be a part of the destination. I'm at the number 10 marker. I think I got like 2 miles left. I don't know, don't care. I'm just enjoying myself. But let's head down and look at this place, see what it has to offer, if it's even worth my time or not. Yeah, it will be. Ooh, it will be. Says there's no camping. That's a shame. Maybe we could do a day hike and have a picnic then. It is a little chilly. I had to take off my puffy down, put on my rain jacket. It was a little bit of a windbreaker, because I'll tell you what, woo-wee, that wind is cut right into your soul. I think they've got a memorial up here. I'm gonna have to look more into this when I get back, because I'll just show you. I'm not gonna take anything, that would be disrespectful. Very cool though. Beautiful artwork. Let me show you. Like I said, I don't know if this is a memorial or not. I'm assuming it is, because I'll have to YouTube, huh? I will have to Google the man, find out who he is. Well, that was a cool little overlook. I'm glad I got to see that. I like those unexpected surprises. Well, anyways, let's go back to the trail, see what we can find. Ooh, this is pretty. The hell was this on the map? This is cool. This just made my day. Ooh, that sun is warm. What the fudge? This looks like a fun place to fish, if we're even allowed to fish. Okay, just fooling around and I got lost. That's what I get for looking at shiny stuff. All right, I'm just gonna go back to where I was. There's my blue marker. Is this even the right way? Yeah. Woo, almost died. This thing is slick. Ooh, real slick. All right, it's been a minute since I was on the trail, or it's been a minute since I was on the camera, but I am now getting ready to pass. Oh, I am passing Ford Lake. They say there's a lot of conservation efforts going on up here, but I ran past just about maybe 800 feet that way. The logging company is clear cutting, which I guess people need houses, but crap. I guess that's a lifelong dilemma, right? But check this out. Here is this beautiful lake. Well, I just ran into a big pile of bear poop on the trail, and I am about an hour away from my car. Don't really have nothing else to report. Kind of chit-chatting to make some noise. I really don't feel like bear macing a bear today. Not too afraid of them, but bear mace is expensive. I don't want to waste it if I don't have to. I guess for me, the two biggest things that concern me more than anything in the world, snakes and coyotes or wolves. I don't care what anyone says about the coyotes here in Michigan, but when I lived in Arizona, they were, I wouldn't put them as aggressive, but they're definitely opportunists. I've seen them try and grab children when I lived out there, but we lived in the boonies, so it's wise to be careful and respectful around any kind of wildlife that you come across. And I'm not claiming to be one big like Paul Bunyan of the forest, or like some of those big survivor guys like, I'm a man, I cut wood, you know. I'm not one of those guys, but I do like being out in the woods, do like nature, and I do like to protect myself when I can. Sorry, I was distracted. I was looking at the sand at footprints. Sometimes you see some cool deer tracks or whatnot, but yeah, I'm just saying, be respectful, be alert. A lot of times they can scare you away, but if they feel they can take advantage of you, they will. All right, so people are freaking hilarious. They have me laughing. All right, I was walking through the woods, and then like out of the blue, I see this like orange logging sign, right? It says logging operation ahead. And I'm like, dude, like, do they just leave these things all over in the woods? Like, do they lose them? Forget about them? Whatever. So anyways, like, I look at this thing and I notice it's upside down, right? And somebody's quite colorful. I'll just hang that back up there real quick so you can read it. You have the whole forest and you had to log the Shingle Mill. Like, people have me laughing, dude. They got me dying out here in the middle of the woods. I couldn't. Oh, geez, oh, Pete's. You got the whole forest, but you had to cut these down. Like my daughter would say, hilarious. It's hilarious. Try not to fall. These things are slick. This is pretty cool. These are real slimy. Cool back here. I can only imagine what the mosquitoes are like. This is actually really cool. I like this. Whew. I haven't seen, to be truthful with you, anything like this, at least as far as I don't know, mossy forest like what you see here, since, I don't know, well, I'd say when I was out backpacking in Virginia a couple of weeks ago, up in the mountains. This is neato. Hope I don't fall through this. Hurt myself. Woo! See that? I almost died. Damn. Slow and steady wins the race on this bad boy. Oh man, this is nuts. Super soggy back here, so I'm scared if I get off of it, oh, I'll sink into the mud. Should have brought my, I think it's time to get my shoe spikes out. Ruh-roh. Mouse poop. Dang, this goes on for a long way. Alright, so I made it out of the boardwalk. I fell a couple of times. That's okay. I was kind of thinking to myself, now that I'm back on the dirt and I'm almost back to my car, how and who knows if you can kayak the Pigeon River. I've seen little downfall. I've seen one log across the river stream, whatever you want to call it. But how do I, can you kayak that? Or is it like not allowed? Maybe you can comment down below and let me know. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the ride. It's a beautiful place. And join in with me on my next adventures on the YouTube channel Beyond the Birch.